If I were to give this a first impression of what I thought of this was pretty enjoyable and a little hilarious. This is Sellavin game and latest review of the new Sailor Moon coming out, Sailor Moon Crystal 2014. Hey, it starts off, as like the original Sailor Moon. The antagonist, the goofy girl, waking up late for school, kind of goofy, hungry, a bit of a slacker type. And then you meet the cat, Luna, the bandage off. Like the original. It's kind of like the original, but with such a modern twist. Like the animation was beautiful, the graphics, the third dimension. It was even the opening was pretty beautiful. It's like it really is a modern twist on an old classic. Cause as we know, that Sailor Moon started out in the '90s. Along with Dragon Ball Z and several other animes, they were the stepping stones of the anime era, of the late '90s to early 2000s. If it wasn't for those two, anime probably wouldn't have come to America and probably wouldn't have been such a huge success. And it's true. It is very true. True. I mean, I watched the whole. I mean, when I was a kid, I practically watched almost the entire series. But back then, as a kid, I was more interested in television than homework. So, hell, today I'm still more interested in television than homework, even though I've graduated. But enough about me. But this series, left such an impression. I mean, it's like this was basically the starting point for it all. I mean, and like I said, the animations were beautiful. I mean, everything. It's not following exactly as the original. When Sailor Moon first got started, she was by herself for a while. It seems that they're accelerating certain steps. What do you mean by accelerating? It's like they're doing it a lot faster. Like, for example, you get to see, like, it's following the episode correctly, but with certain color changes, certain graphic changes, a new kind of artistry that we've never seen before. What is this artistry I'm describing? You're gonna have to see for yourself. I want to put the description down in this video, but according to the link on my site, a little. But I'm gonna see if I can try to put it on anyway. For you guys, because you guys are my viewers and my fans. Some of you may think, oh, it's a little geeky that you like Sailor Moon. It's pathetic. That's all for girls. But this is like any other anime. You get this person that you probably thought in your dreams that would never become a superhero. And that's what this show is. In fact, most anime, it's about this good-for-nothing person that you thought that would probably never make it in life, becoming this hero, becoming the main protagonist of every series. And that's what this series was. This was a stepping stone series for basically what it was the anime that people basically love. I mean, there's probably hundreds of people out there, hundreds of thousands. Even some of the big anime majors, like anime majors who watched the series the original series. For example, for Neverworld, Glass Reflections Arcana, and Toronto, Silent G7. Every single anime, whoever out there who's at least watched anime, you definitely at least heard of Sailor Moon. And if you haven't watched it, I guess I can understand that. You probably hated it as a kid. But if you at least didn't care, or you don't really care what I'm saying, or you care what I think, or what you care about anything else other than that, that's fine, but that's your opinion. That's your opinion, I respect that. But this is my opinion on the series. If you at least watch an anime fan, at least give it a shot. Because this series is, like I said, is a stepping stone. It started it all. For me and for a lot of people growing up as a kid. But like I said, more interested in TV than homework and teachers. But you gotta give it a point. I mean, and it really started off. Tsunami's anime blog, they all started, and it gave a stepping stone for a lot of animes of the late '90s to come out of the woodwork and give it a good shot. I mean, Ronin Warrior, Gundam Wing, Kagura Sakura, Pokemon, they all basically were the stepping stones for because of this anime. Some of those shows came out during the early 2000s, but you get my point. If it wasn't for that moment, anime probably not good. It was an untapped oil well of potential. I mean, fast forward today to 2014, the oil well is tapped. Everybody knows about anime. Some people say, big deal, it all happened back then. But for so many people like myself, it was an epic moment. And I gotta admit, the past does look a lot better than the future, because you know about the past, and the past can always bring back good memories. And this does bring back good memories in a lot of ways. Yeah, some may think it's a little goofy, some may not. Do you want me to tell you more about the episode? But I'm not going to tell you a lot of details. Like I said, it's following the footsteps of the original series, but there's like they're compressing things. Remember when Sailor Moon, when she first started, she started doing a couple episodes by herself, and then you started adding Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, like certain episodes, like certain steps, like gaps between episodes. It doesn't look like they're doing that. It's like they're adding the next Sailor Scott probably in the next episode in, but that's just a lucky guess for me. I also heard word that they're not going to do it like once a week. They're going to do it once every second Saturday or something. Like once every second Saturday of every month. Because this is a new series, and they're not trying to compare it to the original. I mean, the original had under 100 episodes under their thumb. Under 100 episodes under their thumb. Plus a lot of changes went through the original series during the 90s. But like I said, this is a new spin on an old classic. You know how Disney movies, they like to bring back old movies, their old genre. I mean, there's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then there was Enchanted. It's like Cinderella, but a little differently. But then there's Alice in Wonderland. That was kind of epic with Johnny Depp and everything. And then there's Maleficent with Angelina Jolie. That's just a tale on Sleeping Beauty. So you gotta get the point. But you gotta give this series at least a shot. I mean, people expected people were meant to see this for months on it, and even I myself am curious. Wanna know why? Because I open-minded. I give people chances. I give them a shot. That's me, because I'm open-minded. Because if you don't be open-minded, then you probably won't learn anything new. If you're not learning anything new, then you're probably not gonna use that later as experience. And I gave this a shot, and I gotta admit, even though there was some different, but it is kind of funny. Like for example, Yuga, who basically is the Serena of the show. That's her real Japanese name in the show, like the impression. But you gotta get, like, she is playing Sakura she is playing Serena to a T. Like Serena was the goofy girl, slacker type. Always late for school, had a big appetite for junk food, and always had problems. But that's just the way the series works. And this series is capturing that to a T, to every detail. Into the part where she meets the mysterious guy with sunglasses, and she fights, and she does her best. It seems that they're improving on the original series a little, but I gotta admit, I welcome the improvements. This probably looks a little better, because that's just the beauty of modern art and modern animation techniques. And that's the way it looks to me. Hey, give me your opinion. I want your honest opinion. What do you think of this series? Hey, I want your honest opinion, no matter how ridiculous you may think I sound, no matter how odd, whether it's good or bad. I want your honest opinion on this. Hey, give me your opinion. Hope you enjoyed. Next one, this is a review of Sailor Moon Crystal 2014. And knowing this series is just one stepping stone in a genre of probably what's to come. But and since it's fun, and since it's a unique company and since the company we have has the bragging rights to it, it's probably one of the most majors ever. I'm not gonna say who, but you know what I'm talking about. So hope you enjoyed this part. Subscribe. Signing off.